a thing as fake homelessness. I think that there are a few, very small amount in comparison to the main homeless group, a very small number of people that take full advantage of everything they possibly can so that they don't have to pay or do anything to get by in their life. And so, you know, what people would say, you know, I gave someone a tenner on the high street the other day and I see them score drugs. Oh, they're fake. They shouldn't be out, you know, they should be arrested. They shouldn't be sat on that corner. Just conned me. Not really, because if you give someone money on the street, you're basically taking that money and you're throwing it on the floor. Yeah, and if you can do that, and give it freely and throw it on the floor and not worry about what happens to it afterwards, then please do give that homeless person that money, because it will get them through a couple of days. I would say that addiction and alcoholism could be the cause for some people, but it's usually the result of homelessness. I would say, of all the people that I've sat down and talked to in Reading High Street and on Friar Street and Smelly Alley and everywhere else, down the Forbury where they all hide down the river and stuff in the canal, of all the people I've met, I'd say probably 2/3, if not 3/4 of them were clean when they went on the street. And they thought, I've had a bad time, I'll get by, it'll only be a couple of months and I'll get back on my feet. It just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. So there's many reasons. I mean, you know, I mean, we've seen things ranging from homophobia, you know, families that don't agree with somebody's preference or who they are as a person, gender dysmorphia and stuff like that. Literally, I've seen people and families turn on each other because of things like that. There's just so many reasons, and it's hard. I mean, I've been homeless myself. I'm 38 years old. I own my home. It's the second home I've had, but I was homeless when I was probably 11 or 12 because of my real dad, with my family. Luckily, that wasn't for very long, but we were homeless, living in a B&B for a bit until we got housed. And then I moved out of my mum's when I was about 16. You know, about a couple of years later, I sort of messed it up, sort of partying a bit hard, and ended up homeless myself. So, you know, it's not like I'm just talking from a script or from a book. I've lived that life. You know, luckily that didn't last very long. But over the years, I've been homeless probably 3 or 4 times, technically. And I almost ended up homeless again, probably about 5 years ago, when my addictions took complete control of my life. I nearly lost my job, my house, my animals. And luckily, it took some very good friends and people not to turn their back on me, but to scream in my face, "We see you, we see what you're doing, we're not happy, look at what you're doing, you should be proud of your life, you've got a lot, what are you doing?"